everybody, Mr. Dave here. Welcome back to the Buckland Public Library. We've got a really fun show for you today. We've got an awesome guest. His name's David the Chef. And we've got a new song all about flying through space. And another really great show with Arnold. So why don't we get started with Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Can you row your boat? That's right. Let's try it. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Now let's row really slow. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Pretty good rowing. Now how we row fast? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Wow, that's pretty good. One more time. Let's do row, row, row your boat. Regular. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Good rowing.
Look at this.
Up next, we have David the Chef. He owns El Sultano in downtown Shelburne Falls. I like Shelburne Falls. There's a bowling alley and a bookstore and coffee and most importantly, Mexican food. So without further ado, here's Dave.
Hello, folks. Here is the start of our barbacoa. Now, the reason I started cooking didn't really get to the craziness of artistically enjoyed the art and cooking. I started getting a little deeper into the science of the actual science. I really wanted to learn how far I could take it. So here I am, thanks to Mr. Dave, off of all that beautiful flavor that's down there. Thank you, Mr. Dave.
Okay, so this next song is a lot of fun. It's all about pretending to be zooming through space and saving alien creatures and doing really fun, cool science fiction-y stuff. It's called I Wish I Had a Laser Sword. Sometimes I have a dream, I'm flying through space, a friend by my side, a mask on his face. We zoom through the stars at a ludicrous pace to save you and me and an alien race. I wish I had a laser sword and a spaceship to fly. Wish I had a laser sword so I could be that guy who saved the day in a cool way. The things that I could do if I had a laser sword in space, just me and you. It's me and my pal as we fly through the stars, and we stop at a diner to have lunch on Mars. And the people have cool names like Grignac and Lars, and the customers know me as that hero of ours. I wish I had a laser sword and a spaceship to fly. Wish I had a laser sword so I could be that guy who saved the day in a cool way. The things that I could do if I had a laser sword in space, just me and you. I had a laser sword and a spaceship to fly. Wish I had a laser sword so I could be that guy who saved the day in a cool way. The things that I could do if I had a laser sword in space, just me and you. I had a laser sword and spaceship to fly. Wish I had a laser sword so I could be that guy who saved the day in a cool way. The things that I could do if I had a laser sword in space, just me and you. I wish I had a laser sword in space, just me and you. I love you. Hello and welcome to the theatre. Today we have a wonderful performance about finding a treasure and utilizing the correct mechanism of removal. So sit back, grab your popcorn and enjoy the right tools. Once upon a time, Eldon was walking through the woods, singing a happy song to himself, on his way to the Pig Brothers Bake Shop for some yummy pastries. He was on his daily constitution when he came over all peckish and wanted a tasty comestible. On the path, he stumbled upon a small, shiny object, half buried in the path.
Oh, what's this?
Being the ever-curious little alien he is, he tried his best to dig it free, but to no avail. It seemed that no matter how far down he dug, it seemed to just keep going.
Elder need help.
Somewhere off, in a different part of the magical forest, Poola Noodle was collecting some mushrooms for her dinner, when the echo of Eldun's call caught her attention.
What? Was that Eldun? Eldun! Eldun! I don't see ya! I don't see him anywhere. He must be far away. Boy, that little guy's got some lungs.
Paula started off towards the direction whence the bellowing came, leaving her store of collected mushrooms at her home first. Swiftly as her noodle self could take her, she continued down the path towards her friend.
I wonder what Eldoon wants. He doesn't sound like he's upset or in trouble, though. We need to get him a cell phone.
Paula arrived at the part of the path where Eldoon had unearthed a large portion of something shiny. Perplexed and slightly out of breath, she took a moment to survey the scene before asking,
What's up, Eldoon?
Eldoon found shiny in path, so Eldoon did. Eldoon have trouble. Shiny is big. Pull help.
I'd love to, Eldoon, but I don't have any hands. Let's go into town and see if there's anyone who can help.
Okay.
Eldoon and Paula started swiftly towards the town, eager to find manual assistance in uncovering this mysterious treasure.
Wait a minute. Eldoon, you don't have hands either. How did you dig? Eldoon!
Once they arrived in the town, they immediately went to the Pig Brothers Bakery and started asking the locals if there was anyone willing to come help them dig up the found thing in the path.
I would indeed love to help. Lead the way.
Eldoon, Paula, and Daddy Bear all went back to the site where the buried treasure sat, glinting in the sunlight. Daddy Bear took out his trusty red pen, which he uses for grading his students' papers. But, despite it being an excellent pen, its strength failed when it came to digging up treasure.
I'm sorry, students, but it seems my pen is just no good for digging up treasure. I'll wait here while you go back into town to see if anyone else can help.
All agreed, Paula and Eldoon went back to the bake shop and found Jack about to ride off on Bessie, his white and black spotted moped, a bag of yummy pastries in hand.
Dudes, I'd love to help. Hop on and we'll ride back to where the treasure is, and I'll see what I can do. I just so happen to have 2 tiny little helmets that'll fit you perfect, dudes.
Dude.
When the trio arrived, Jack tried to use his moped drive wheel to dig up the dirt, but sadly was unable to do much more than kick up some loose dust.
Sorry, dudes. Looks like my moped is only good for being awesome.
So, leaving Daddy Bear and Jack with the buried treasure, Paula and Eldoon went back to the bake shop once again, seeking assistance. One by one, Paula and Eldoon brought back more and more of their friends to try and dig up the treasure, but it seemed that no one was able to dig in the path. Soon, most of the townsfolk were waiting expectantly around the treasure, all curious at what it could possibly be. Back in the bake shop, nearly empty of people, Paula and Eldoon sat down dejectedly and pondered what they could possibly do next.
I don't know, Eldoon. It seems like nobody in this town has the right tools to dig up the treasure. We might never know what it is.
Listening from behind the counter, the eldest pig brother spoke up, saying he knew the perfect person to ask.
Oh, yeah? Who?
The pig brother smiled and motioned to a dark figure sitting in a small booth near the kitchen, the sound of loud chewing emanating from the shadows. Paula and Eldoon got up and slowly moved towards the dark, masticating figure, unsure of who they might be about to speak to.
Pardon, Eldoon. Pig told Eldoon and Paula that you can help dig.
The mysterious figure looked up from his pile of yummy pastries and smiled, the glint of an errant light gleaming off the long, sharp teeth. Back at the treasure, all the townsfolk were gathered, making guesses at what the impossible object could be, when they were silenced by a distant rumbling sound, accompanied by the ground shaking beneath their feet.
What is that?
All the townsfolk looked up to see a humongous backhoe rolling down the path towards the treasure. Paula and Eldoon could be seen on the sides, and in the driver's cab sat Mr. A. Wolf. The backhoe was his, from his construction business, and he knew it was the right tool for the job. Pulling up to the dig site, Mr. A. Wolf made quick work of unburying the treasure, to the cheers and excited shrill cries of anticipation and excitement from the townsfolk.
All right, that should do it. Hey, what is it? Get out of the way, I can't see.
Eldon, Pula, and the entire town's worth of people stared in amazement at what Mr. A. Wolf excavated from the path. Gasps and curious murmurs could be heard as the treasure started to vibrate, move around, and then stand up.
Burp.
What?
Shock.
The end?
Wasn't that a great show with Arnold? And how about that barbacoa beef? That looked delicious. And I hope you liked the song about the laser sword that Eldon and I sang. We had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining me here at the Buckland Public Library in Buckland, Massachusetts. I hope you had a good time. And now I've got one more song for you. My favorite way to say goodbye is not goodbye to you. Not adios, arrivederci, sayonara, or adieu. My favorite way to say goodbye, the best way that I knew. My favorite way to say goodbye is to say that I love you. Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Shock.
And cut.
Do you need any more?
No, you're a natural.
Okay.
Beautiful.